Big news, a fourth stimulus check may be heading your way, and I've uncovered when it could arrive, who could qualify, and how this affects Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA, and Medicare recipients. Let's break it down together. Hello friends, I'm Your Name, and over the years I've helped many seniors cut through confusing benefit rules so they get every dollar they deserve. Today's video is all about the rumors, the facts, and a possible timeline for a fourth stimulus check in 2025, plus how this ties into your Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, Medicare, and other sources of help. In times of inflation and rising costs, knowing what might come and when can make a real difference in your planning. So let's dig in. To begin, it's important to set realistic expectations. As of October 2025, no federal law or official announcement has been made that authorizes a new, universal fourth stimulus check. Multiple news sources and fact-checkers confirm that Congress and the IRS have not approved a new relief payment beyond the 3 rounds given during the pandemic. Headlines continue to float claims of $1,400, $1,800, $5,500, or other amounts, but as of now, those remain speculative and unapproved. That said, many seniors wonder, if it does happen, when would I get paid? That's what we'll explore: the possible timeline, the likely eligibility criteria, how it would interact with existing benefits, and what you can do now to prepare. To understand how a fourth stimulus could affect you, let's recap how key programs like Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits work, and how payment timing and rules might interact. Social Security retirement benefits and SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, are Title II programs funded by payroll taxes. In January 2025, recipients already saw a 2.5% cost of living adjustment, COLA, applied to their checks. That boost is baked into your payments now. Because both retirement and SSDI follow the same scheduling rules, your October 2025 check would arrive between October 8 and October 22, depending on your birth date, or earlier if you started benefits before May 1997. Importantly, in October 2025, the government is phasing out paper checks. Federal payments, Social Security, SSDI, SSI must be delivered electronically via direct deposit or the Direct Express card. If you've been relying on a mailed check, now is a critical moment to update your banking info. Now, SSI, Supplemental Security Income, is different. That's a needs-based program for seniors, the blind, and disabled people who meet strict income and asset limits. In 2025, the maximum federal SSI payment is $967 for an individual and $1,450 for a couple. One quirk this year, because November 1st falls on a Saturday, the Social Security Administration schedules the November payment early, on October 31. That means SSI recipients will get 2 payments in October, one on October 1 for October, and one on October 31 for November. That double deposit might look like extra money, but it's just a timing adjustment, not an extra stimulus. Regarding VA benefits, Veterans Affairs, military veterans who receive VA disability compensation or pension normally receive adjustments tied to cost of living or specific legislative changes, but there is no linkage to stimulus checks. If a fourth stimulus were authorized, VA beneficiaries might benefit automatically, as with past stimulus rounds, but again, no such law exists yet. So, given that backdrop, when could a fourth stimulus check be paid, if authorized, and how might it roll out? While we can't know for sure, here's a possible scenario based on past stimulus rounds, current fiscal calendars, and legislative patterns. If Congress acts in late 2025, say November or December, to pass a stimulus or rebate law, the earliest payments might arrive in early 2026. In prior stimulus rounds, payments via direct deposit could arrive within weeks of enactment. Paper checks could take 4 to 8 weeks. For example, for a stimulus law passed in December, deposits might begin in January or February. If a law passes earlier, say in October or November, you might see mid to late December payments. The IRS would likely use existing channels, direct deposit for most, mailed checks for those without banking, and would probably distribute the stimulus along with or just after regular payments to avoid system overload. As for eligibility, if a fourth stimulus check resembles past relief efforts, it might mirror criteria such as adjusted gross income limits, tax filing status, and dependency status. Past stimulus rounds targeted individuals below certain income thresholds, e.g., $75,000 for singles, $150,000 filing jointly, and phased out for higher incomes. SSI, SSDI, and VA beneficiaries, who often are lower income or already receiving benefits, would likely be eligible or automatically enrolled without extra forms. But we should wait for official legislative language. Now, what would a stimulus check mean for someone already getting Social Security, SSI, or SSDI? Typically, stimulus payments are not counted as taxable income and do not reduce regular benefits, such as Social Security, SSDI, or SSI. They've been treated as one-time rebates in prior rounds. However, they might affect how your income is calculated in means-tested programs or taxes depending on rules. The safe assumption is that a stimulus wouldn't replace existing benefits. It would be extra money. Let me walk you through what that timeline might look like in practice. Suppose Congress passes a new stimulus law in November 2025 with a $1,500 authorized rebate. The IRS could prepare direct deposit payments to eligible recipients in December 2025, while mailed checks go out by January 2026. For seniors on Social Security or SSDI, the stimulus might arrive appended to your regular December or January benefit. SSI recipients might receive it via the same system, possibly in December. Remember, though, that's speculative and depends entirely on timing, IRS processing, and legislative design. So what can you do today to get ready, regardless of whether a stimulus passes? First, make sure your banking information and direct deposit info with SSA, SSI, SSDI, or VA is up to date. If you still receive paper checks, convert to direct deposit to avoid delays or mailing issues. Second, keep your contact info, address, phone, email current so agencies can reach you. Third, track news for any stimulus legislation. If a bill moves in Congress, you'll want to know the eligibility rules early. Fourth, maintain accurate tax records. Many stimulus programs tie eligibility to your latest tax return, so having your 2024 or 2025 tax filings in order can help. Finally, exercise caution. Be alert to scams claiming you must pay a fee to get your stimulus check, or click this link to receive payment. Official sources like irs.gov, ssa.gov, and VA. Gov will always be your safest references. I want to acknowledge that many seniors live on tight budgets, and rumors of unexpected stimulus funds can be hopeful, but also disappointing when they don't materialize. My goal here is to help you see clearly what is real, what is possible, and how to plan, rather than chase false promises. If you do end up getting a stimulus or a surprise bonus, please consider sharing your experience in the comments. It helps others know what to expect. Let me recap. As of October 2025, there is no confirmed fourth stimulus authorized by Congress or the IRS. Any timeline we suggest is hypothetical. Stimulus payments, if passed, might arrive in late 2025 or early 2026, with direct deposit first and mailed checks later. Seniors on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA could very well be eligible automatically. Right now, your best move is to ensure your banking and contact information is current and to stay tuned to credible news sources. Also know that existing benefits, Social Security Retirement, SSDI, SSI, Medicare, and VA benefits will continue as scheduled, with 2025's 2.5% COLA already built in. And SSI's double payment in October is simply a timing quirk, not a stimulus. Now, let me leave you with action steps to take right now. Log into your My Social Security or SSA account and confirm your direct deposit information. Check with the SSI or VA portal to make sure your banking info and contact details are accurate. Keep your tax returns and income records in order. Watch for legislative updates or announcements from Congress or IRS, and if you see a stimulus check offer demanding payment or info, treat it as a likely scam and verify through official sites. If you have any more questions, could I qualify, or when might my stimulus arrive, drop a comment below and I'll do what I can to help or point you toward the proper agencies. If you found this discussion helpful, please hit like, share with friends or family who might worry about this too, and subscribe so you don't miss any updates if a stimulus is actually passed. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and I'll see you next time.